The Rachel Zegler defense and attempted resurrection of her career continues apace. The Disney princess, who fell flat on her face with a flop at the box office, now says it's A-OK because her movie was #1 in streaming on Disney+. There's just one big problem. We must tell you that's totally untrue. Hello, friends. Welcome back yet again. What a pleasure, what an honor, an attitude of gratitude every time we get to spend time with you. As we dive in today, click the like button, and we'll show you how the pace is being set for a race to get Rachel Zegler back up on the silver screens and into your homes by a Hollywood desperate to prove she's no failure because she says all the things they love to sing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a little game we like to call What's Rachel Zegler Up to Today? And today, it's misleading. Here's what we got from That Park Place, the leading source of all the news that should be fun. Marvin Montanero has this one. Rachel Zegler defends Snow White and says it hit #1 on streaming on Disney+. Here's what it says. When Rachel Zegler reflects on Snow White, she really wants audiences to believe the film was a success on streaming. It wasn't. In a new Glamour interview, the actress leaned on one talking point in particular, that the movie hit the top spot on Disney+. I love that film. I've seen it a few times, and it was #1 on streaming on Disney+, so I know that it's celebrated, she said. Now, everybody, look at it again. I love that film. I've seen it a few times. It was #1 on streaming on Disney+. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, not so much. That statement quickly set off alarms among data-focused viewers because in today's entertainment landscape, platform-only victories don't tell the full story, and they certainly don't rewrite a film's reception. First off, yes, it hit #1 on Disney+, but Marvin, my understanding is it hit #1 for movies. I don't even think it dislodged Bluey. Am I wrong about that?
No, it did not. It was #1 on movies on Disney+, and then on Nielsen itself, the first week it came out, it was #5 on streaming movies, fell to #6 the following week, and then disappeared from the charts entirely, and never even sniffed the overall top 10 streaming charts.
Now, let me see if I've got this right, though, Marvin. Snow White, which she claimed, she didn't say it was the #1 movie
right
on streaming. She says #1 streaming thing on Disney.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that Bluey was undefeated by Rachel Zegler?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, so, gentlemen, I'm going to grade this as, I don't know if it's a lie, but it's misleading time for Rachel Zegler, and this is all part of a narrative attempt. What did we find out last week? What did we cover? She's going to definitely totally be in a Gloria Estefan biopic. Oh, wait, it's not been greenlit. What have we been seeing from all of these articles out there? She's really not that unpopular. We have been covering this. Folks, we've been covering that they are desperate to bring her back. She just got Woman of the Millennia, or whatever it was that one of these awards givers gave her. Remember, she was there with all the Women of the Century or Women of the Year. They are doing everything in their power. And the lie that's there now is, well, and you all have seen this too, we've been covering this. Well, if movies flop at the box office, it's really not that big of a problem. It's really not. Because so long as they do well on streaming, then everything's A-OK. Everything's A-OK. You guys are dreaming this. It's not about the box office anymore. It's streaming. And that's not true. It's never been true. We disabused people of this belief in the Pro Show on Monday night. Listen, this is a movie that for 2 weeks briefly appeared in a subset, right? Top 10 movies streaming, but never made it in the top 10 overall, was never the top thing on Disney+. And Rachel Zegler's just trying to come up with a way to say, I'm not a failure after all.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, your thoughts on the attempts? And I mean, this has become an avalanche, week after week, an attempt to resuscitate her career. Guys, is it going to happen?
This claim, Pro, is part of a larger Glamour article that is maybe one of the worst, most puffy. So it was so bad. It was written by Helen Mirren, first of all, but so bad that I had to do an entire editorial on That Park Place today, ripping this editorial to shreds because of the way that it tries to reshape the narrative. Jonas, I know you read the Glamour article as well. It was pure propaganda.
It is something that goes through First of all, if we have to take one conclusion from this entire thing, it is that Rachel Zegler is unrepentant on any offense that she has given anyone over the last 2 to 3 years. Like, she is fine exactly who she is perceived as being. Anyone who is not the kind of person that she wants to. She's blocking out the haters on this one. This is the opposite of an apology from Rachel Zegler. So this is the new kind of star that Hollywood is throwing out there, and Glamour is here for it. So this is not something that I think is the right career path for Rachel Zegler. Also, #1 on streaming. That sounds like something an agent says when he doesn't want to deal with the fallout of someone asking, "Am I pretty?"
Right. Well, it sounds to me like somebody who's coached her. Ron, it seems like this is a talking point, and they're hoping it sticks. But it's just too bad. We're here, and we're going to say it. We're going to proclaim it loudly. No. Snow White never even sniffed, never came in within a whiff of being #1 of anything. Never, ever, ever.
Look, let me point out that even if it was #1 as a movie, when it hit the platform, it was because there was so much negative talk surrounding it. Nobody wanted to go see it at the box office. It was thought to be so bad, rightly so, but people are very curious when it comes to bad things. So, of course, people are going to be like, oh, okay, like, let's see why this is so bad. And what we don't know is how much of the movie was watched. I did that myself. When this first came on Disney Plus, I tried to watch it. I got through the first, 3-4 minutes, and I'm like, it was so horrible. Mostly because I had recently watched the original classic Disney animation, which is wonderful. And the saddest part of this movie for me personally is because of that original Disney classic animation. I would love for the live action to have been a really good version of Snow White. Kind of like what we got with Cinderella. I thought that was a pretty good adaptation for live action. I mean, look, if they're going to do something, do it well, do it right. But the movie is horrible. It is really there's parts of this movie where you actually see a real person who is a real little person next to a CGI dwarf, whatever creature they're supposed to be, and it's bizarro world. It just there, and the messaging in the movie is absolutely neo-Marxist at its core, and it's so bad. The songs are bad, the singing is bad. The best acting in it is actually he's not the prince, but it's the guy who plays Zegler's love interest,
Jonathan the bandit.
Yeah, and he's good. I want to see him in other things, and he's like the only person. Here you go, kenning it up again. Well, I was just gonna say even Gal Gadot fails in this movie, and I hate seeing that. I enjoyed her as Wonder Woman, and putting her in a singing role probably not the right idea. This movie was a travesty from start to finish, and I think they have to shoot it like 3 times or 4 times, or I mean, it just awful from beginning to end, and an absolute complete failure. And I see this recently over the last decade over and over again, where Disney is just pouring out millions and millions and millions of dollars to make slop. And Rachel Zegler is being completely disingenuous. And I guess, I don't know why. I wish somebody would come to her and be honest with her and say, look, this is who you are, and this is how it is. And if you don't make a change soon, like, real people out there in the world, they don't like you, girl. You need to change. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. She's surrounded herself by
culture. They're all, these guys are just sourpusses. They're just down and out on Zegler. They wish they could be her. They wish they could have her. Culture. Zegler, I know that she lost $300 million on this movie, probably. Okay, I get it. But you and I both know that briefly being #5 and #6 in the movie category of streaming in the United States for 2 weeks and then disappearing completely off of that totally makes up for losing $300 million at the box office. And I don't want to hear culture. Listen, these guys are already trying to rein in on you and say, but culture, it doesn't matter if she didn't get anybody to subscribe or keep subscribers. She was briefly up there as people watched to see if it was that bad, and they loved her.
Nobody loved her. I didn't love her. I watched that movie. I went to the theater. I told everybody to avoid it at all costs. Otherwise, they were throwing $20 down the drain. And there's no amount of argument that could be made that it was a good film. It just wasn't. It was a terrible take on a classic story that basically just required a shot-for-shot remake from animated to live action. That would have served Gal Gadot better, and it certainly would have served Rachel Zegler better. But instead, it went, very political, as Ron described, and kind of left you wondering what originally they'd intended, because by the time they got through the third entire shooting of this film, you had a mangled story that was poorly edited with permanent golden hour once you were in the forest. And that, let me tell you, that filter kind of wore me out as a consumer of the product. But look, you can judge all that for yourself if you elect to watch this thing on streaming or anywhere else. I just wouldn't. It's a waste of time in the most extreme way. And she is a wasted human being, in my opinion. She is not a movie star. And I know a lot of people are going to say, but she has a good singing voice. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She's very shrill. And she is aggressively in the middle of the note, not at the top of the note when she's singing. She is a theater kid that got too much recognition and exposure. And with the addition of being put into West Side Story by, somebody I thought was good, Spielberg, she's been nothing but a detriment to everything she's been involved in, including that film.
Culture,
so,
I'm going to put you down as not wanting her for a Gloria Estefan biopic.
Hey, look, I'll believe it when I see it. Right now, it's vaporware, like much of her career. So I don't know. What do you think, Marv?
No, I think that what happened with Snow White. I think Disney has learned its lesson. It's never going to repeat the same mistakes again. Oh, what's this that Jonas just sent me? Disney is reportedly developing a new film titled Aurora, described as a reimagining of Sleeping Beauty, but set in Mexico. Oh, okay. They've learned nothing.
Ay caramba.
Mexican Aurora? What?
Yeah, that's just to be clear, it's a rumor, and it's coming from
that is not that's not a rumor. That's got to be true. I mean, Disney's
right, doesn't it?
Hola, Aurora.
I was thinking it would have been like featured in Colorado, but Mexico?
Oh no, I am feeling very sleepy. Yo tengo dormir. Can you say duermo? Good job.
Aurora, 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 the Explorer.
I mean, honestly, if they want to set a movie in, well, probably not Mexico, probably California, do a Zorro movie. Just do a Zorro movie.
No,
man,
don't touch Zorro.
Dude, this Daniel RPK rumor is going global, though. It's on every outlet now.
Aurora the Explorer. We got to get that going. That's coming up soon.
There we go.
Pulling Hollyweird to the sensible center, the mainstream middle where money is made is not easy, but folks, you make it easy to make videos each and every day because sharing time with you is a great honor and we never take it lightly. An attitude of gratitude every single time we have the chance to shine with you. Until the next time, we only ask that you click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, don't worry about paying any kind of tuition for this free class and how entertainment works. You are on scholarship. Highest IQ on the internet, that's you for sure. Until the next time we have the opportunity to spend time together, folks, we just ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun. Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.